been writing songs with a little guy from Oklahoma called Woody Guthrie, and I'd like to play some of those songs for you today. This first one is a rather gentle song about his childhood growing up in Ophusky County in Oklahoma. It's called Way Over Yonder in the minor key. In a place called Ophusky, and I had a little girl in a hollow tree. I said, little girl, it's plain to see there ain't nobody that can sing like me. She said it's hard for me to see how one little guy got so ugly. Yes, for a little girl, that might be, but there ain't nobody that can sing like me. Way over yonder in the minor key. Way over yonder in the minor key. There ain't nobody that can sing like me. By the Buckeye Creek, see the goggy, the goggle-I-bee. See that west wind push to the east, and there ain't nobody that can sing like me. Oh, little girlie, will you let me see? Way over yonder where the wind blows free, there ain't nobody can see in our hollow tree, and there ain't nobody that can sing like me. Way over yonder in the minor key. Way over yonder in the minor key. There ain't nobody that can sing like me. Hey! Switch from a cherry tree and laid it on she and me. That's what burst in the hive of bees, and there ain't nobody that can sing like me. I still look back to my Tanglewood days, in those days, and I've met lots of girls since then to say there ain't nobody that can sing like me. Way over yonder in the minor key. That can sing like me. Way over yonder in the minor key. Way over yonder in the minor key. There ain't nobody that can sing like me. There ain't nobody that can sing like me.
Woody Guthrie's very important because of the influence he had on people like Bob Dylan, and Beck is a huge Woody Guthrie fan. So he's, you know, he has an influence on the whole of sort of like singer-songwriter type led music. And the incredible thing about him, during his lifetime he recorded 270 songs, mostly in the 1930s and the early 40s, but he actually wrote thousands of songs, and when he died the music for those songs was in his head, so it was lost forever. And his daughter, Nora, who runs the archive, she has these manuscripts, and she offered them to me if I'd be interested to go in there and write some music to these, to a few of these songs.
Woody Guthrie was a scrawny little guy with a big nose and kind of a weird kind of fuzzy clonk of hair. During the Second World War, he signed up as a merchant seaman and was torpedoed off Normandy during D-Day. After the war, he lived in Coney Island in New York City in the southern tip of Brooklyn. And one day, an old seafaring buddy of his turned up, and the pair of them went out to look for some liquid refreshment and a pair of young ladies for some entertaining thoughts. This is the story of that evening. Last night or the night before that, I won't say which night, a seaman friend of mine, I won't say which seaman, walked up to a big old building, I won't say which building, and would not have walked up the stairs, not to say which stairs, if there had not have been two girls, leaving out the names of those two girls. I recall a door, a big long room, I can't tell which room, I remember a deep blue rug, I can't tell which rug, a girl took down a book of poems, not to say which book of poems, and as she read, I laid my head, I can't tell which head, down in her lap, that I can mention which lap. So my seaman buddy and his friend moved off, and after a while there I was, laying and listening and drinking in this poetry, and as far as I could recall, or my seaman buddy could recollect, this girl had told us that she was a niece of Walt Whitman, but not which niece. And it takes a night and a girl and a book of that kind a long, long time to find its way back. Last night or the night before that, I can't say which night, a seaman friend of mine, I won't say which seaman, walked up to a big old building, I can't say which building, and would not have walked up the stairs, not to say which stairs, there had not have been two girls, leaving out the names of those two girls. I recall a door, a big long room, I can't tell which room, I remember a deep blue rug, I can't tell which rug, the girl took down a book of poems, not to say which book of poems, and as she read, I laid my head, I can't tell which head, down in her lap, but I can mention which lap.
These are songs that were written in the late 40s and the early 50s in New York City. And, you know, it's just, they're very contemporary sounding songs. They don't sound like old songs. I've been working with an American band called Wilco, and they've really brought something, they've sort of centered it in that American sound, which I think was really important, rather than being just an English guy having a go at this American guy's thing. But of course also, Woody Guthrie was hugely influenced by the folk music that came from these islands as well. So, you know, I've sort of like been just playing these songs to people and seeing what reaction I get. And today here, I'm going to do an entire set of Woody Guthrie songs. Well, I keep saying Woody Guthrie songs, actually Woody Guthrie and Billy Bragg songs. I must start correcting myself on that. I'm going to do a set of songs that I wrote, strange though it may seem, with Woody Guthrie.
Now you may think this is absolute heresy to take this poor old little dead guy from Oklahoma and just do this terrible, terrible thing to his songs, but I found a manuscript of this song. He wrote this song in 1950, and in the top left-hand corner he'd left a little note to himself about how he should play it when he pulled it out of his song bag to play, and the words he'd written were supersonic boogie. Now you may not associate that with Woody Guthrie, but I assure you that's what he wrote, and he wrote it to the bottom of this song, and this song is called My Flying Saucer. My flying saucer, where can you be? Since that sad night that you sailed away from me. My flying saucer, I pray this night you will come back before the day gets bright. My flying saucer, where can you be? Since that sad night that you sailed away from me. My flying saucer, I pray this night you will come back before the day gets bright. My flying saucer, I pray this night you will come back before the day gets bright. Come back before the day gets bright.
I think at a festival like this, where people are just sitting in front of the stage, what I would really like to do is enchant the Billy Bragg fans, but I'd also like to get to those people who think they know what Billy Bragg does, you know, he's been doing it all that time, I know what he does, blah, blah. They're also the people I'd like to put in the shock this afternoon.
Thank you very much. I've had relations with girls from many nations. I've made passes of women of all classes. Just because you're gay, I won't turn you away. If you buy a round, sure that we can find some common ground. Sexuality, young and warm and wild and free. Sexuality, your laws do not apply to me. A nuclear submarine sinks off the coast of Scotland. Headlines give me headaches when I read them out. I had an uncle who once played for Red Star Belgrade, but last season he was transferred to Glasgow Celtic. But he's trying it rather hard to adjust to the Scottish way of playing. Sexuality, young and warm and wild and free. Sexuality, your laws do not apply to me. Sexuality, don't threaten me with bigotry. Sexuality, I demand your honesty. I'm sure that everybody knows how much my body hates me. It lets me down most every time, makes me rash and hasty. I feel a total jerk before your naked body of work. I'm getting way down with all this information. Safe sex doesn't mean no sex, just means use your imagination. Stop playing with yourselves in single currency hotels. I look like Boris Becker, I drive a big red double decker and it's stuck in Harringay. Sexuality, young and warm and wild and free. Sexuality, I'll drink 10 pints of Guinness and I'll have a go at the bungee. Sexuality can be what we try to be. Sexuality can be what we want to be. I've had a great time, hope you have. Thanks a lot, see you again, bye.